A Scottish wisdom story. Saving does not mean denying joy. In the rugged highlands of Scotland, where the hills rolled endlessly and the wind carried the scent of heather, there lived an old crofter named Angus MacLeod. Angus was not a wealthy man, but he was known across the glen for his wisdom. His stone cottage was modest, his flock of sheep small, yet he always seemed content, never in want. One summer afternoon, a young lad from the village named Ewan came to visit him. Ewan admired Angus but could not understand his ways. The old crofter never wasted anything, whether it was food, wool, or even a single penny. "Angus," Ewan asked curiously, "why do you never spend your coins as the others do? When I see you at the fair, you buy only what you need, while others eat, drink, and laugh with their money. Life is short, and money is for using." Angus chuckled softly and beckoned Ewan to follow him. They walked to a dry stone wall that ran along the crofter's land. Angus reached into his leather pouch and drew out 2 worn coins. He pushed one into a crack in the stone and held the other tightly in his palm. "Look here, lad," Angus said. "This coin in the wall is for tomorrow. The one in my hand is for today. If I spend both today, what will I do when the storm comes tomorrow?" Ewan frowned and thought for a moment. "But Angus, what if the storm never comes? Then you'll have coins you never enjoyed." Angus's eyes twinkled as he looked toward the hills. "If the storm never comes, then tomorrow I'll have 2 coins instead of 1. And that, lad, will be better than having none at all." Saving is not about fearing tomorrow, it is about respecting it. Years passed. Ewan grew into a young man. He loved to spend freely at the market, buying sweets, ribbons, and ale. Angus, however, continued his quiet habit of saving a little from every season, 1 sack of oats set aside, 1 sheep kept back, 1 penny tucked away. Then came a cruel winter. Snow buried the roads, the sheep perished on the hills, and food in the village grew scarce. Those who had lived freely in the warm months now struggled, for their cupboards were bare and their pockets empty. Ewan, now with a family of his own, felt the bitter sting of hunger. One evening, he trudged through the snow to Angus's cottage, ashamed but desperate. Angus, though old and frail by now, had enough stored oats, salted meat, and saved pennies to last the winter. Not only did he feed himself, but he shared with his neighbors. As he handed Ewan a sack of oats, Angus smiled gently. "Do you remember the coin in the wall, lad? You laughed at me then. But it is the coin saved, not the coin spent, that keeps the fire burning when the snow is deep." Ewan never forgot that winter, and from then on, he too carried 2 coins, 1 for today, and 1 for tomorrow. Moral: saving does not mean denying joy, it means preparing for life's winters. What you set aside today becomes the shelter you will stand beneath tomorrow. Spend 1 coin for today, save 1 for tomorrow. You will never be poor if you respect both days.